guys, what's up? This is Aaron here, and we're going to be trying to do a Master Yi guide. I have been playing Master Yi here a lot here lately. I'm actually Master rank 7, and I'm Master rank 7 with him on my Smurf. On this, I'm Master rank 4. I think I have like 40k score on my other. Okay, by the way, my runes are wrong here. Runes and masteries. I'm having an error with the client. So, anyways, so I'm going to show you guys some stuff to do with Master Yi, his build paths. He has like 2 build paths that are actually doable in rank, that are actually like viable in rank. And he has, there's a couple other things to him I want to tell you guys about. So Master Yi is an assassin, of course. He's the Wuju Bladesman. He's doing true damage with his E. That's like one of his best spells. We'll go over his kit here. Why not? The double strike, every 4th consecutive basic attack, Master Yi strikes twice. The second strike deals 50% damage, so it does half damage. If you do 100 damage on it, you'd really be doing like 50 damage. Alpha strike, Master Yi teleports. He kind of blinks basically to strike up to 4 enemies, dealing physical damage, and does extra damage against monsters. During Alpha strike, Master Yi is also untargetable. So Alpha strike can critical strike, also dealing extra damage, and your basic attacks reduce the cooldown by 1 second each auto attack. That's pretty cool. That makes attack speed Master Yi very viable, and one of his best route. That is his best route. Meditate is Master Yi's healing ability, his self-heal, and his damage reduction. One of his better abilities too. Master Yi channels, restoring HP per second for 4 seconds. This healing is increased by percentages for every percent that Master Yi is missing. While channeling, Master Yi reduces incoming damage by 50%. This damage reductions have against turrets. So at rank 1 is 25% reduction against turrets. It's pretty significant for an ability that can be. Well, I'll show you what I mean by this later. So Wuju style is Master Yi's E. It grants percentage on hit. It grants percentage attack damage to percent. This is bonus attack damage, by the way. It's not base AD. We cleared that pretty easily, so our AD is going to be going up here. Meditate, we'll take that next as our level 3 ability, and then we'll max Q. Highlander is Master Yi's ultimate ability. His passive reduces whenever you get champion kills or assists. It's basically going to give you a reset, kind of similar to Katarina. And you're going to be getting 70% cooldown reduction on your abilities instantly. So it also increases your movement speed by 25% on rank 1, attack speed by 30, and grants immunity to slows like a red buff, a TF red card, all that kind of stuff. Also, by the way, we're actually listening to Life After Death, the album by Biggie Smalls, so if you're wondering what the hell's going on in the background, that's what it is. And then while active, champion kills and assists while you've got this going, you'll get your duration of Highlander extended by 7 seconds. So it's okay, but it only lasts for 7 seconds, so it's a all-in top ability. Let's go ahead and take this real quick. You notice here I'm using my Alpha Strike to dodge the auto attacks from the big creep. So like whenever this thing is going to auto attack me, I'm using my Alpha Strike to dodge that attack. So I'm just gonna save you some HP in the jungle, and it also resets their auto attack timer kind of. It's gonna make their auto attack a lot slower. So now it takes them, the time it takes them to auto me once, it actually takes them like auto me twice to hit me once. So let's knock this one on. Alright, so level 3, you want to get your meditate. I'm just gonna meditate this out. You want to get machetes first, Hunter's Machete, 3 potions. Like I said, my runes and masters are wrong, but I'll tell you what to get on these. Oh yeah, so I'll go ahead and tell you now, actually, about these runes and masters, since I'm talking about it. You want to get full attack speed rune page, probably 40% attack speed, and get armor yellows. That's the best thing for Master Yi, especially early in the jungle. That way you can get your Alpha Strike up, and you can proc your Wuju style on the creeps. doing 16 true damage, and then it's going to be... Oh yeah, by the way, your double strike passive actually does not reduce this by 50%. For whatever reason, it actually doesn't. I have no idea why it doesn't, but it does not. So, normal route is going to be blue buff. Normal route will be doing... Oh yeah. Masteries, my bad. So masteries, I already told you the runes. You know, you want full attack speed runes, armor yellows for the jungle. You want to go fervor. Well, out here I have Thunderlord's Creep because I have the wrong shit on. But you want to go fervor, a fervor of battle, and you want to go 18, 12. And you go down 12 as in like the dangerous game perk. That's also really good, you know, because you're going to be diving, you know, you want to get those resets, you know, it can save your life. Maybe your last turret shot would have killed you, but with dangerous game, it's not going to kill you, and all that other good stuff. So go down the dangerous game type route. It's a normal, like a standard AD carry type mastery page, so just run Fervor of Battle and you should be fine. Because Fervor Battle doesn't allow you to, well, I'll talk about that in just a second. So, normally on a normal jungle route, what you would do is you would start Gromp, you would go to blue buff, you would do these, that'll give you your level 3. You take Meditate, you'll have all your first 3 abilities. Then, you're going to go ahead and skip these, do not do these, but do this. Do your red buff. Now, we'll do a red buff now. And basically, essentially, what this is going to do, this is going to allow you to gank somewhere. Because Mastery doesn't have any CC abilities. He has slows with red buff and all that good stuff. And you'll have a slow with an item until you get. But early, Mastery has absolutely nothing to go in on people. So, like, you can run away very easily. They can flash, they can ghost and get away. So, this is why you're going to be getting red buff. So, you do those, you do this entire blue side, then you get your red buff. Now you either have the option to gank bottom or mid, depending on which side you're on. If you're on the red side, if you're on the red team, you'll have the option to gank top or mid, or fuck with the enemy jungler. I don't recommend fucking with the enemy jungler because a lot of people are really strong, a lot stronger than you early game. Like Lee Sin or something like that's gonna be a lot stronger than you. Udyr will be, and all that good stuff. Yeah, I either like to gank bottom, I like to go dick around at bottom lane, or go dick around top lane. Top lane, you know, you can usually get a kill, especially if they're pushed up, because a lot of the top laners don't ward that early, so it's a good thing to do. Now, you can also pick up these Scarlet Crabs, because you can do them quite quick. That was kind of slow, but it wasn't too shabby. Go ahead and push this down here, and I'm going to show you some auto attack resets with I'm going to treat a auto attack reset with Master Yi. This part of the guide now that we're jumping into is going to be more of like fighting on him, like when to fight, how to fight, and when you should and when you should not fight. So you see I got this up, you can go. See how fast that was? But you notice my W is now on cooldown. And what I did right there was I activated. You don't have to wait for your double strike passive, but it's really good. This auto attack reset is going to help you get to double strike faster. Like essentially, what you do is you auto attack, and as soon as you auto attack, you hit W, and then you auto attack again. Or you just hold it on them. So, like I'm going to auto this. I'm not going to have meditate up to show you here, but you're going to auto attack. You hit W right then, and then you auto attack again, and it's going to reset your auto attack cooldown. So you're going to instantly be able to auto attack again, and you're going to get more damage output, and especially with Fervor of Battle, it'll win you a lot of fights that you normally would not be able to win. And people will be really surprised because they don't expect you to get auto attack reset or whatever. And if you get your double strike passive, if you were to luck up and get that, it'll be really game changing. That little technique or whatever is going to kind of fall into what I'm going to do next. On Master Yi, you always want to fight with your Highlander up. If your Highlander's not up, you don't really want to fight it off, because you're not going to have the movement speed, you're not going to have the attack speed, and people can slow you and stun you and everything like that. It's going to be a really bad time. Now, Master Yi is really susceptible to stuns and slows. If he can't get on you, then and you stun him, he gets locked down, he's useless, and he's going to get caught to death and die really, really easily. Now I'm gonna pick up my red smite here. Always go red smite. Do not go any other smite. There is no reason to. Even if you're gonna, for whatever reason, you're wanting to go tanky, which I do not recommend. But if you're going to, you might as well go red smite. There's no other smite that Yi benefits better from, or that will be better on him than red smite. Anyways, so you always want to fight with Highlander up. If you were to be forced into a position where you do not have Highlander, you want to try your best to trade 1 for 1, because without Highlander, you're not really going to be able to get any resets. Now, you will be getting resets, don't get me wrong, but Highlander is not going to be extended, and Highlander is not reduced by 70% like all your other abilities are. So, it's kind of not worth it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not worth it to try to go in and kill everybody without Highlander, because it's not going to happen. So, if you're forced into a position like watch this, you ready? The auto attack recancel now. See how auto attack cancel that? I got the extra auto. So the auto attack reset is usually for whenever you're without Highlander. That's your best ability to. That's your best technique to use without Highlander. You could do it with Highlander if you really need to, but it's even more rare than doing it without Highlander that you'll need it. That's a cool little technique that I've learned. Alpha Strike. I'm going to go over this Alpha Strike thing too in combat. Alpha Strike is, you should not use Alpha Strike as a gap closer unless you have to. Now with Master Yi, since the reduced duration of his ultimate, you might have to every now and then. But if you're chasing the Morgana, why the hell would you waste your Alpha Strike and then get stunned and then you wasted everything and not got nothing out of it? Whereas if you used your Alpha Strike or saved your Alpha Strike, you would have been able to dodge her Dark Binding, her Q, and got out, or killed her and then got out clean as a whistle. And we'll show you guys what this does. So it places it back in right there, but it essentially lets you dodge stuff. It makes you untargetable, so even like Z Death Mark won't pop on you if you're in animation for it, and Z Death Mark pops, it should not hurt you at all because you are untargetable. It's kind of like Fizz, Playful Trickster, on his troll pole. So there's that, and yeah, just save your Alpha Strike for whenever you see a big damage ability coming in, a big AoE, a big stun. Something that you need to dodge to win the fight, and you'll know what I mean. Like you gotta dodge the Thresh Hook, you gotta dodge Blitz Hook, you gotta dodge Yasuo Tornado or whatever. Dodge Malphite Unstoppable Force with it. And you also have another ability you can kind of use for this, but you're still gonna be getting hit with it. It's just gonna reduce the damage. Meditate is going to be a really good alternative to Alpha Strike. If your Alpha Strike's down or you're not wanting to use it for the incoming ability, you can also meditate this. It also works really good with Ignite. Like if someone ignited you, you can just meditate it out, and you'll probably be alright from as long as you're not like literally 100 HP whenever you get ignited, or like 50 HP when you get ignited. So yeah, it's kind of the gist of that. I'm trying to think on anything else here. Whenever you do fight on Yi, you always want to use your E. Like never have, if you're in combat, like fighting champions, never have your Wuju style turned off. If you have your Wuju style turned off, you're going to be losing a lot of damage. You're not going to be getting the resets that you actually need to fight and win fights. So very detrimental that you do keep that up. Now, I think we go into the build now. I think that's well, I'll go Summoner Spells. I go Flash and Smite. You can go Ghost Smite or TP Smite. I don't recommend TP Smite, but I will say Ghost Smite is okay if you think you're going to have trouble catching up to people. If there's maybe like an Udyr or something like that on the enemy team, you just want to catch up to him and kill him, then there, you can do that. I'm actually going to go Longsword here. Oh, Longsword. So yeah, that's what I think about the Summoner Spells. Always go Red Smite, like I said. Now as for the build, and you might be thinking, well, what do I go? Mastery, I don't really know. There's so many options. Well, here's what you need to go. You need to go Bloodrazor into the Blade of the Ruined King. Once you get those 2 items, you can actually pick up boots somewhere in between. I usually pick up boots right after my Bloodrazor because I like to gank then. Boots are pretty good on Master Yi, especially early, because you're going to be able to chase people down with your ult a little bit better, because you're going to be benefiting from that percentage movement speed. Let's look at this item. After you get your Blade of the Ruined King and your Bloodrazor, go Bloodrazor into Blade of the Ruined King, and then get this item, get Frozen Mallet. Now, let's talk about this item. So, as I was telling you before, Master Yi is really squishy or whatever, and let me get a different song going on here. It's a good song here. It's fun. Let's talk about Frozen Mallet. Frozen Mallet is a very, very, very underrated item on Master Yi, and there's a couple of reasons why. Remember just a little bit ago? God damn, I'm sleepy, boys. I'm sleepy. Remember how I was telling you earlier how Master Yi is one of his biggest flaws is the fact that he's really easy, really susceptible to CC, getting blown up instantly, to getting slowed and beat down and killed. The Frozen Mallet, you're going to be getting the extra HP from this, the 650 health, the 40 attack damage, which is going to be working with your Wuju style passive and your active on it. You're also going to be benefiting from its passive. Now, this passive is really, really good. It kind of compensates the nerfs on Master Yi's ultimate and his Wuju style nerfs, but they kind of buffed it here lately, so it's fine, I think. So why is it so good with Highlander? Now, with Highlander, as I was telling you earlier, the reason you kind of want to get boots early is because you have troubles catching people sometimes, like people like a Hootie or something like that. You might have trouble catching them, and then once you blow your Highlander that early and you ain't got nothing else to fight with, you're going to be in a really bad position. So with Frozen Mallet, you'll be about mid-game whenever you get about 30 minutes, maybe 25 whenever you get it. And it's going to allow you to slow for 40% on melee attacks. Now this is it's not going to stack with red buff, but it's like a red buff all the time. It slows for more than red buff as well. And so every auto attack, so people are not going to be able to outrun you now, especially through Highlander and it on hit effects too. So you're chasing people with Highlander and you're just procking the 40% slow over and over and over. They're just not going to be able to outrun you. They're not going to be able to escape you without burning the flash. And then even then, a lot of times you can still catch up to them. So now that's your third item. And as long as whenever you fight, you drop your red smite and then you let them ping them. You run in and blah blah, you ult it, and let's say Gromp is a enemy champion, so I'm gonna walk up, smite him. And just like that, just kind of like that. You want to red smite people whenever you go to fight them. So you get that extra damage, and the damage is being reduced to you, and all that good stuff. So I'll read red smite to you. Challenging smite. Smite being cast on enemy champions, marking them for 4 seconds. While mark basic attack is 102 bonus true damage over 3 seconds. You have vision of them, and damage is reduced by 20%. So it's really good for against fed people. Really good against people like Nastus, against Shaco. If you smite Shaco and then he ults, the smite will still be on the original Shaco, just so you know about that. The next item I usually like to go is a tank item. Now, if they have a really fed AP or AP threat on their team, like a Fizz or something like that, I like to go Mob my Mortius. It gives you that magic shield, it gives you the spell vamp and everything like that once the shield has been popped. And it also gives you some armor pin and AD. There's nothing really that's bad on you about that. If there is 2 or 3 AP threats, or if the AP threat is extremely fed, I mean like 10 and 2 or something, something crazy like 10 and 2, and you're not doing that good, then go Spirit Visage. This is going to give you some CDR for your ultimate, it's going to give you some HP regen, and it's going to give you its unique passive, increasing all healing received by 25%. That's going to work with your meditate pretty well and allow you to heal for a little bit more. So that's going to be your 4th item. Your 5th item will be your boots. Now your 6th item can be two items. I like two different items here, and they're both situational. I like to go black cleaver here, but if someone's black cleaver just really synergizes well with Yi. Remember how I was telling you, you're gonna have a hard time sticking on to people with the Highlander nerfs. Well, with Frozen Mallet and this, as we read here, dealing physical damage grants movement speed, and then killing something grants more movement speed on top of that for a few seconds. So they are definitely not getting away from you. And since with Blade of the Ruined King and Bloodrazor, you're gonna be doing 10% on hit max HP. You're going to be able to reduce their armor and do extra damage to tanks, stuff like that, or people building armor, since we are in a tank meta. Gives you some more CDR for your ultimate and your W. It gives you some more HP so you can survive. It's an all-around pretty good item on Yi, and nothing really wrong with this item right now. It's pretty cheap. It got nerfed in price. It got buffed in price, I guess. The price went down on it. So as far as that goes, not too bad. Or the second item you can go here is rageblade. Now rageblade is a really late game item, and it's real fucking expensive. But once this thing's stacked, there's not a champion in the game that can be one you. Like, unless you just play it completely like ass, there's no way no champion in this game can be one you after your rageblade is stacked. You want to fight around your rageblade though if you get it, because you're gonna be losing a lot of stats if it's not actually stacked. 6 stack, I think. I think it's 6 stacks. So make sure it's stacked before you fight. If you're having problems then still, like, living through damage and all that, you can actually go Dead Man's Plate. I like Dead Man's Plate on Yi. It kind of compensates for not having any boots, because that's what you're going to be selling your boots for. Or you can get another tank item like a Sterix or a Randuin's or something like that if you really need it. Randuin's will give you another slow, that way you don't have to worry about people getting away from you. But like I said, with damn Frozen Mallet and the Black Cleaver, you should have no problem with that unless you're just playing it really bad. So it's kind of that's kind of how I like to play Master Yi. I just want to do the Master Yi out on him. There's nothing special, no crazy ass thing, but the thing with Master Yi is you can't be no pussy and play this champion. You gotta be able to analyze your game correctly. You gotta be able to know when to go in, when to not go in. You gotta know when you can dive and all that, because diving with Master Yi is a lot easier than any other champion, especially if minions are around. Because if I were to be attacking a champion right here, and the tower's aggro me, blah blah, and the last tower shot's about to come in, and he's dead now, I can just outstrike this minion, and the tower will drop aggro of me. And I can just go back to attacking the turret, or get the hell out of there, dip set, whatever I need to do, because the tower's not attacking anymore. It's not going to kill me. You can also be like running out of tower range and just pop meditating. A lot of times it'll save your ass from being killed by the tower. That's not too bad, like I was saying. Master Yi is honestly, I think he's in an okay spot. He's not in a very bad spot, and he's more of a team fighting. He's more of a team fighting oriented spot right now. But you can definitely still split push with him. And if you're having really bad troubles team fighting, I would recommend split pushing with him. So yeah, I think that's about it. I ain't got nothing more to say about this dude. He's pretty solid in my eyes. There's nothing really wrong with him. But just be warned, whenever you do play this champion, though, you're going to get called shit and terrible at the game and the cancer of League of Legends, because I've actually been called that 4 times on I can count over the last 2 weeks of me playing this guy. So yeah, man. But don't lose hope, though. If you play your first few Master Yi games and you're going 0-90, it happens. It happens to everyone that plays with you. Like, holy shit! When I first played this champion in ranked, I go like 0-10 every fucking game. I couldn't figure out what the hell was making me feed, but you just, after a few games, maybe take 10 games. Hell, maybe it'll take 2 games. You'll eventually learn what I mean. Like, you'll kind of understand how Yi works and how when to fight and all that kind of stuff. And you'll be a lot better on Yi, and you'll be able to start carrying your games, your ranked games, and all that good stuff. So this is Aaron. Thank you guys. It's been 24 minutes of a in-depth type of guide. I'm gonna call this in-depth. I don't know if there's anything else I can tell you guys about Yi. This is all I know about Yi. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See ya.
Your heart will warm my blade.